OMG BBG!
What up BBGs? We back with another Sparking release, and this has been super highly anticipated. This is the Limit Break DX set. So take a look at this massive box, guys. It's absolutely huge. Of course, it includes a brand new Dash Beystadium, so we're super excited to open that up and test it out. That is why this set is so darn big, obviously. Man. New Beys, look at this, a new Hyperion, we got a new Helios. You also get brand new launchers as well, so it's the long version of the Sparking launchers. So everything about this set is epic. Honestly, it's the set to buy for this entire year, I feel like.
Yeah, it's rare that Takara Tomy comes out with new stadiums as well. All their previous sets, like their battle sets, had the standard Beystadium, but now we actually get something brand new, so it's very interesting to see.
If you can only buy one product of all the 2020 releases, I think this is the one that you guys should get. It's awesome, guys. 2 brand new bays, new launchers, new everything. It's so sick. Brand new limit break system, right? So that's what this image is kind of like hinting towards. We'll talk about that a little bit more once we actually open everything up. But yeah, guys, this is such a sick release. Super happy that we finally got it. So let's take a look at the back of the box and go into a little bit more detail in regards to what is included with this set. So of course, let's start off with the Beys, right? It's the most important part of the entire set. We have the attack type Hyperion Burn. So this is the evolution of Super Hyperion with the new limit break system. Okay, so we have the Hyperion chip, which has a lot of metal now as well. We'll take a closer look at that. And of course we have the Burn Ring, which is hella tick. Guys, oh, it's insane. It looks so cool. We have that brand new Cho disc, which is a limit break exclusive disc. They basically made that disc just for this new system, so it's really cool. We have the Exceed Dash driver. I know a lot of people are going to be excited about this driver because Exceed is already really fun to use. Now you have a Dash version. And then another new part, but a bit confusing with the name, we have another piece here. It's the Exceed chip. So you can attach this onto your driver and it changes up the properties.
So different modes, wow, lots of different parts, especially with this new limit break set. It's I know a lot of people have a lot of questions about compatibility with their like previous rings and stuff like that, so we'll definitely dig into that and explore it later on.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then moving over to our balance type Bey. This is Hikaru's Bey. We have the evolution of King Helios. This is Helios Volcano. So it is left spinning. Okay, and of course it comes with the Helios Sparking chip and also has a bunch of metal on this as well. We have the Volcano Ring, and the Volcano Ring of course also has its own gimmicks. It's also really tick as well. We'll dive in a little bit deeper once we actually open it up, but it's really cool because the layers themselves basically change up mid-battle. And now we have the O disc, so also exclusive for the limit break system Beys. Next we also have an upgraded version of the previous driver that came with King Helios. This is Zone Dash. And then we have the Zone chip, which you can add on top of that. So yeah, it changes up the properties once again if you add that on. The new Dash Beystadium does look pretty promising as well. It's hard to say, maybe it will be our new favorite stadium, who knows. But yeah, super excited to try that out. Either way though, Takara Tomy releasing a new stadium is always something to celebrate, right? It takes them like so long to release a new one. So either way, you guys should pick it up. Alright, so let's dig in and actually open it up. But before we do that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. Thank you guys so much for the support. On top of that, do check us out on Instagram at Geek Dosage. We're doing a bunch of giveaways on there. So yeah, go give us a follow.
Haven't been this excited for DX sets in a while. Because usually you could just get the base separately as a booster.
Yeah.
But in this set, you can't get the new Hyperion separately. You have to get it within this set.
Yep. And break your Bey, you have to buy a whole new set. Yep. Oh yes, new Takara Tomy Stadium. This is sick. Wow, such compact packaging for the Beys themselves.
So efficient.
Now it seems like the packaging is a little overkill. Let's start off by talking about the brand new long Sparking launchers, guys. So this one here is the right spinning one, this one here is the left spinning one, okay? And yes, of course, there is a length difference, that is why they are the long versions. So let's compare it very quickly with one of our Lucifer ones. So this is the black one, the normal length, we'll put it around the same area there, and there you go. That's the length difference right there.
You can probably get a few more rotations out of that.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's like at least a few inches there, extra length in for the strings. So It's gonna make a difference, that's for sure. Now, it looks like the string itself has changed, which is awesome to see. It looks like Takara Tomy has learned from the previous mistakes there. You can see that there's no outer like casing around the actual string. This is like just the string itself.
That way you can avoid damages like this, right?
Exactly. So like now we're just getting like a regular string, a more normal string, so it's nice.
It still sparks, it has all the features just like your regular sparking launcher,
exactly.
but just longer.
Which means better for the most part. Let's put on the stickers for the Beys and show you everything about these brand new evolutions. Stickers are all on. Look at these two beauties, guys. Oh my god, these new Beys are so sick. The new limit break system is unreal. So let's dive right in. Let's start talking about the Beys. So let's start off with our new Hyperion Bey. So Hyperion Burn, it does have a brand new sparking chip that actually has metal on it as well. So not only does the sparking chip core have metal, the actual sparking chip itself has metal as well. It's like this kind of gold painted piece there. That part is all metal. So these sparking chips are going to be quite a bit heavier compared to your old ones. So that's a nice little addition that Takara Tomy has added to the sparking chip. Next up, the most exciting part of this entire combination, we have the burn ring. Right off the bat, you guys will notice that the burn ring is like super thick. It's gone really, really big. They basically took the thickness from the chassis, added it to the ring, and now the ring is like super huge.
Yo, weird. This limit break system thing is just going pretty bizarre. It's like so big.
Yeah, I know, it's like super funny because like when the rings first came out with you know, the new sparking system, we're like, okay, the rings are super thin, the chassis is the super thick part, and now we basically just like upgraded the rings entirely. And they're like, yo, don't talk smack about rings, we can make rings sick too. And there you go. Now the rings are super thick and wide, and they have this brand new gimmick, which we'll show you once we put the Beys together. But essentially, with our new Hyperion Bey, all of these 4 wings here in red that you guys can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, they can expand out and do some extra crazy damage. Next out here we have the Cho disc. So this is a limit break exclusive disc, okay? You can't use a chassis with the limit break system, right? So you do have to use these discs, and they are special in their own way. So you will notice right off the bat that this is not like a uniform shape. This is supposed to be a tack type combo. You will see some sides don't have any metal, right? Just making it a little bit more uneven, right? Shift the weight a little bit. The really important part that you guys will have to pay attention to are these arrows that you see at the top and the bottom of the discs. So those do represent different things, and it will affect your combo a little bit differently as well.
Yeah, I guess once we talk about the gimmicks and everything like that, we can really show you what the differences are. Yeah,
it'll make a lot more sense later on. But overall though, what do you guys think of the design of the new discs? It's pretty interesting because the prongs I noticed are like super long. So like these areas right here, they feel like super tall. The overall shape of them is definitely different compared to before.
Yeah, it's almost like this could be a season 6 gimmick. Because none of these discs will work on your previous layers anymore.
And now for the drivers. Now, before we're like, okay, some of the drivers are getting a little bit boring. They just made Dash versions. So this is really exciting because Takara Tomy added these brand new chip pieces. So here we have Exceed Dash. It's the Dash version of the regular Exceed driver that you get in Super Hyperion. But now with the Exceed chip here that you can add on to the bottom, it is metal, so that does add more weight and it changes up the performance.
Dude, Exceed is so much fun to play in the stadium. It's like such a crazy attack driver. So it's cool that they added something on top of it. And I guess time will tell how fun it will be against other Beys.
Exactly. Can't wait to try it with and without the chip. It's going to be awesome. Now let's quickly go over our new Helios Bey as well, because of course this also has its own gimmicks and everything like that. But yeah, let's briefly go over this and put the Beys together and show you guys those new abilities. So of course the Sparking chip, same thing, has new metal on there as well. The Volcano ring, this is super cool. I think this is like my favorite one out of the two. Like I think I like the Volcano ring a little bit more. You can tell right away it's a little bit more round. It has 5 very obvious blades, but underneath that it has like these little red wings as well that can actually start protruding out once the gimmick activates. So this is really cool. It's like a spring-loaded gimmick and it actually like rotates and unwinds. We have to show you guys this ability once it's actually put together. And here is the O disc, and this once again exclusive to Limit Break, right? And yeah, you can tell right away since it is a balance type, it is a lot more circular, right? It doesn't have as much weight on one end and vice versa, right? It's supposed to be more balanced, more stable, so this makes sense. Once again, those arrows are the most important pieces that you have to pay attention to, and this is different compared to the Cho disc from Hyperion. Last but not least, we got that zone dash driver. Once again, pretty much the exact same thing other than the tighter spring lock, but yeah, that zone chip is what's going to make the big difference. You guys will notice right away that it is made of metal just like the Exceed one, but it doesn't have any of those little cuts or kind of like rivets that the Exceed one does. Let's put together the Bey. So let's start off with our Hyperion Burn. We'll put in the chip. Oh, accidentally activated my ability. Ooh, that's my bad. All right. This here on the back end, this is the most important part, guys. There are 2 tabs on your burn ring. When your disc rolls over the tab, it activates the wings on that side. So, bam. And push this in. Bam. And it flares out like that. Let's show you guys a front view here. So I'm going to try and press the tabs in. Bam. And just unlocks just like that. It gets so much wider. And then just push. And then I'll try to, there you go, unlock them again.
Such a high quality click. It's so satisfying.
Dude, it's so awesome. So let's show you how the disc would do it. So when your Bey is battling and your disc unlocks a little bit, it's gonna move obviously. And then it runs over those tabs and it activates just like that essentially. So, lock it back up. Then you can pop them back in. Okay, let's take another closer look. I'll try and just unclick it once there. So there should be 1 lock there. Wow. And it pretty much just activated just like that.
Alright, so
go.
That was 1 click, it will activate.
1 click, yep.
And the reason why that 1 click is activating the gimmick is all because of that Limit Break new disc.
Exactly. So we'll actually show you that gimmick right now. You guys can take a look at it side by side. You guys will notice that the arrows at the very top and bottom of the discs, look at that, they're not in the same position.
So there's 3 slots. So the one on the left, which is from our Helios, O, it has the arrow in the middle.
Yeah, it's the middle slot.
So the middle slot actually means that the second click will activate the gimmick. Whereas on the right side with our Hyperion, the arrow is actually on the first position. So that means our first click will activate the gimmick. So these discs will activate the Beys at different times.
Yeah, so you can really customize, and it's gonna actually make a huge difference, guys, in your performance, right? So when that Limit Break gimmick basically opens up, it can change the, you know, whole battle, right? So right now, Hyperion has the O disc from Helios installed, okay? So now we should notice that the gimmick won't activate as quickly. So 1 click is right there, right? Yeah, 1 click right there, and look, still not activated. If you were using the Cho disc, your gimmick would have activated already. All right, now 2nd click.
Oh, there we go.
There you go, now it flares out.
So that disc basically determined that on the 2nd click, it will activate the gimmick.
Yep, exactly. So this will be a huge game changer, guys. And yeah, 3rd click, and then 4th click burst. All right, let's put together our Helios. This is really cool. I love the gimmick on this one.
This guy's so thick.
Oh, so awesome. Okay, with the Bey together, you guys will notice that you're kind of like in this 5-wing mode at the moment. So all of the blades, they line up with the red ones at the bottom. When your gimmick activates, it's gonna do this crazy like unwinding motion. So let's go ahead and unlock the Bey really quickly. So we're gonna go 1 click, and watch this, guys. 2 click. Oh, this is tight. You guys see that? It just like rotates by itself.
So it went 180 and now it exposes more wings.
Yep, and now you guys can see from the top view that all of your red wings are exposed, and so it's like a 10-wing mode now. And on top of that, it becomes a bound blade. Look at this. So when you actually start attacking, this will keep moving. I think this gimmick, this ability is so cool. Like I like this one a little bit more than Hyperion one.
Yeah, like when the gimmick activates, it spins 180, almost doing like more attack.
Yeah, it's basically like a counter attack essentially at that exact moment. And then after that, if your opponent survives, you still have that bound blade afterwards. So honestly, it's such a sick combination. The only thing that I have to say about it is that it's actually kind of hard to put together. I won't even lie to you. It's tight, and then on top of that, when you're trying to lock the Bey together, you will frequently accidentally undo your gimmick.
So then you have to like lock and load again.
Yeah, so you gotta lock, and then you gotta load it up again. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to put together, but overall though, once you're used to it, sick Bey. It's awesome. Like we were saying earlier, you can't add the old chassis onto these brand new rings. So for example, here's a 1A chassis. It's a double chassis.
Sad life.
Doesn't fit at all.
And if you have like a regular disc,
look at that.
Does not fit.
Not long enough. The basically prongs aren't long enough for you to actually lock it in. So if you add your driver, it doesn't do anything. Won't reach. And then vice versa, if you have, say, so this is Tempest Dragon, right? Sparking Bey. If you add the brand new limit break disc to it,
does not fit.
Does not fit either. It's like completely, look at that, flops. So you can try and add your driver, doesn't do anything, won't fit.
Not compatible.
Alright, so let's add in the new chips onto the brand new drivers. So I have the red Exceed chip. We'll basically just insert it into the slots of the driver and then just turn a little bit and you'll hear a clicking sound, and that's it. So with the Exceed chip, it will actually lock up your entire driver. That plate will no longer free spin. It does have like these little edges and their rivets along the sides. So that's a little extra detail. It's gonna make like a screaming noise when you go into the stadium. Kind of like that old school like Nightmare Longinus sound. But at the same time, yeah, no longer free spinning. So that's one thing to take note of. Your zone dash and your zone dash chip, you install it in the very similar fashion, exact same thing. You basically just put it into these slots, rotate a bit until you hear a click, then it locks in. But the zone one still lets you free spin. Doesn't block up the driver in that sense. It basically makes the plate a lot wider and it's smooth along the whole way. And they are interchangeable, so you can put the zone dash one into the Exceed driver, and then yeah, vice versa. So let's weigh our brand new Beys. We'll include all of the pieces on there, like the optional Exceed chip, just like the full combo.
72.23. Wow, super heavy.
70 gang, let's go. That's sick. All right, Helios.
Okay, way lighter, 65.8.
Wow, that is a huge difference, guys. That also has the zone chip on there as well. But wow, yeah, that's a huge difference there.
And just to give a comparison, let's do a Tempest Dragon. That one is one of the heaviest one as well, 78.
Quite a big difference. But that is enough talk about the Beys now. Let's go ahead and look at the brand new stadium and then do some test spins. Dash Beystadium. First impressions, I love the blue. That's cool, the see-through blue color. Assembly is gonna be very simple. We basically will just put it like that. And then we have some clips. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it, really. So it's gonna have a couple of different spots there. That's the proper orientation right there. 3 knockout pockets and very small center ring compared to usual. But you get like these slope, kind of like ramp-like formations up here. So I'm expecting some of these Beys to fly up into the air, honestly. Yeah. All right, there we go. All 3 of the clips in. Honestly, very simple. But yeah, what do you guys think of this brand new stadium, the Dash Beystadium? The shape is pretty interesting, like we were mentioning earlier. One thing that Steven was pointing out is like the pockets themselves, like the cover is not symmetrical in shape. So it's like easier to knock a Bey out in this pocket than it is in that pocket. Yeah, there's not much space at all.
More of a chance to rebound on these two.
Yeah. So that's definitely going to play a part in your battles as well, right? You could follow over here, right? But anywhere along there, you're going to hit rebound. Come back into the stadium. Okay, test spin first here with the brand new Helios and our new Sparking launcher, the long version. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh man, it looks sick in here. It's awesome. All right, let's do a test spin with our new Hyperion.
Okay, Hyperion Burn. Oh, right.
Whoa.
That was pretty crazy.
Chill, bruh.
But I can feel that difference in length. I thought I reached the end and it still gave me a bit more, so that was nice.
Okay, battle time. 3, 2, 1. Ouch.
Oh, it's so wide.
Oh, yours activated for sure. Mine
Yours
probably did
activate?
too. It probably did. It's harder to tell on Helios. But let's find out there. Oh, it didn't. I'm still in that 5 wing. If you like unlocked one more time, I would have.
Yeah, I actually unclicked 2 times. Wow.
3, 2, 1. Wow. That was a sick knockout. That was accurate too. Look at that. Right into the spot where you needed to be. Alright. Man, these bays are awesome. Okay, BBGs, that is it for our test battle, and our unboxing of this brand new Limit Break DX set. Honestly, it's pretty sick. I think you guys need to absolutely get this if you guys are looking for some sparking products. Out of 2020 releases, I think this Limit Break set is probably the best one to get. Do you guys like the new upgrades? Do you think the new Limit Break system is cool or not? Like, let us know, okay? We're gonna put these guys up against each other in a dedicated battle. We're gonna try out all the different modes. We're gonna remove the chips and everything like that. That is coming very soon, so stay tuned to the channel, okay? Alright, remember to subscribe, like this video, and as always,
Geeks out!